Good afternoon, and welcome back to UNN. Yesterday, March 30th, the United Nations Council called a meeting with Ren and members of House Ordo at the UN Embassy to discuss a hostile encounter UN staff members had with the leader of House Ordo, Jerome, during a practice raid scouting. This encounter would see the leader of House Ordo insulting UN staff members for rejecting a heavily unfair map and subsequently denying to raid Ordo. This would lead to Jerome calling for a real raid to happen, which was an extreme escalation of the situation. Respectful discussions between the Mandos and UN foreign affairs officials continued until Jerome of House Ordo arrived. This would mark a turning point in the conversation. Jerome would continue to disrespect UN leadership in this conversation. The Chief of Staff, Bash of Reach, would soon arrive to bear witness to these transgressions. Claims of lies, claims of disrespect from someone their own members called hot-headed and short-tempered. The conversation naturally devolved into a heated argument where both sides traded shots. The Chief of Staff would ask to speak to Mandalorian in his office privately. Both men conversed over the issue and both came to the conclusion that the honorable path forward was through armed conflict. UN forces were then given the order to open fire on the enemy forces within the embassy. UN Ranger, Army, and Navy personnel quickly dealt with hostiles in the embassy. The battle raged on outside as the UN gained superiority over the Mandalorians at spawn. Though this battle was agreed not to count on any official record of war, UN forces secured the Mando members at spawn until a full routing of the enemy occurred. Now, to make UNN history, it is my full honor to introduce the UN Chief of Staff, Bash of Reach.
Greetings, members of the Halo Clan community. After the battle at the embassy, the UN Council convened and approved the motion to declare war on House Ordo. We have been told due to this, the Mandalore is calling all houses to go on a crusade on the United Nations. We welcome this conflict with open arms, Mandalore. To all Mandalorian houses, know this: the UN will give you all honorable deaths. It should be known that due to this conflict, the UN will be prioritizing scheduling with the Mandalorian houses over other clans. We will not be entertaining any hostile actions towards our clan until the conflict is over. Due to this war being instigated as a matter of honor from both sides, the UN wishes the enemy the best of luck during the conflict, as they will need it in the coming battles. This is the way.
It seems we have breaking news related to the war effort. The DFC, or Defense of Free Colonies, has just announced their support of the United Nations in its war effort against the Mandalorians and House Ordo. We thank DFC for its support and look forward to cooperating with their forces throughout this campaign. That is all for this episode of United Nations News. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel to support more content like this. Remember everyone, this is the way.